Hey guys, it's Krista. Welcome back to the place where we chat all things creativity. And for me, my favorite way to create is probably through journaling. I've been journaling consistently since middle school in journals, planners, scrapbooks, bullet journals, junk journals, pocketbooks, you name it. But today I want to tackle the question, why do we journal? And then I want to give you 4 tips to make journaling more easy and fun for you as well. So let's get to it. Real quick side note, I have had just like the best day. Well, not the best day ever. One of my kids is sick and it's really sad to see. It's my toddler and he's usually a really cute bundle of energy. And he was just laying around all day. Plus it was a rainy day, so it was kind of like an indoor day, which I love getting outside in the day, but anyways, today was kind of like an indoor day, and I really love how my house is set up, and my desk, if you don't already know, is like 3 tables put together. And I specifically wanted this because I wanted space to create, to journal on my desk. And so today I journaled for a little bit while my kids were watching a show because, like I said, my toddler was sick. So that was super fun. That was on my desk. Then yesterday I set up a 500-piece puzzle on one of the tables, which is just like the dream. I've been wanting to puzzle for so long, and my 3-year-old was like super excited to do it with me, and she's been like doing it with me, which she hasn't really done. She actually tried to put some of the pieces together, but I mean, it's not an easy puzzle, and there's like a bunch of pink pieces. She loves pink, and she was trying to put them together. It was really cute, and she was like super excited to do that with me again today, which is just like so fun that one of my kids will like do some of the things that I love to do for my own creativity with me. And then on the other table, when my toddler took another nap, I started binding a journal for someone, and she was like doing it with me, and I was just like, oh my gosh. Like at dinner time I was like, Spencer, look at my desk, like this is why I wanted 3 tables. Like I feel no rush to clean it up. It's still a mess around me. I tried to like move it out of the way so you can't see it in the shop, but like this is what it's about. Like I just want to create and like do it with my kids, and like do it in a way that doesn't feel like I'm like dissing my kids. Like they were having so much fun with me. So anyways, whatever phase of life you're in, put more creativity into your life. I know you can do it. So that was just like, oh, today was so fun. Okay, thanks for listening to that rant. Now let's get into why do we journal. So why do we journal? The reason that I journal is to connect with myself, to make my voice the loudest voice that I'm listening to just be who I am supposed to be. So I'm connecting with myself, and then the other reason that I journal is to connect me with my posterity. So that can be the posterity that came before me. I like to look at their journals and like research them because I feel like it's like connecting to myself again, going back to that first reason, like, oh, my grandpa did this like when he was this age, so that means like, oh, that's kind of where I get that from. So it connects us to like who we are again, but like through our posterity. And then of course it can like connect our future posterity to us. I believe in a ultimate creator, and so truly I think it's just connecting me to that creator, to him, which, you know, he wants me to be my best self. So through journaling, we're just like connecting to our inner self, and I love it. Okay, I think it's important to start with the why before you do anything, because that's what's going to motivate you the most. However, here are 4 tips to help make journaling more fun and easy for you if you're looking to like try and journal more in your life. Okay, so first things first, you gotta have a cute journal. So if you don't already know, I design my own planners and journals that I use for journaling, and it's really fun for me, obviously, because I get to like design how it looks. But before that, I remember that like at the beginning of the year, or just whenever I like ran out of space in a journal, I was always so excited. My place of choice to buy a journal was usually Barnes & Noble. So I would like go to Barnes & Noble and just like browse the aisles and look for a really cute cover. Usually this was when I was just like journaling in a journal. And so the importance of a cute journal is huge. And so to anyone who has like bought a journal from me before, like I am so honored that you would like let me do that for you, give you that journal that like inspires you to actually journal. So tip number 1, get yourself a cute journal. That will get you excited to journal more. I guarantee it. Okay, the second tip I have for you is to find your style. So this takes a little more time, so give yourself grace with this one. My journaling style of preference would be bullet journaling, and I have plenty of videos on that if you want to like research or learn more about bullet journaling. But find your style, and also like don't feel like you have to stick to one style, because yes, I bullet journal, but I also do something called morning pages, which again I've talked about on this channel. You could just be like using your journal to like reflect, so that you do have like a way to look back on what you're doing in this phase of life. Don't be afraid to have multiple styles of journaling. This might blow your mind, but like you can journal digitally, which I would count Instagram, YouTube, podcast. These are all forms of journaling, blogging. So that could be the way to go. I normally like to do it by hand. Like that's one of the main ways I consider journaling. But if you don't already know this, I feel like podcasting is a form of journaling. So that's something you could get into. So there's lots of ways to journal. Just like find your style. And also like maybe you're doing one or multiple of those things already. So like even just training your mind like, oh, I actually do journal, and not trying to like shake the game up too much, because you don't need to change it too much. Just do what works for you. Okay, tip number 3. This is something that like I love. I think it's just like changed the game a little bit for me and like a lot of the people that I've worked with, is if you're a planner girly or you're a planner person, count that as your journal and use it as your journal. To me, that's what a bullet journal is. It's like a planner that you plan on keeping it, making it a planner and journal in one. But what I will say about that is anytime you have space left in your planner, go back and journal, fill in what you did do if you didn't put plans for the day. And also like another tip for you, if you're like have space left in your planner, find empty space on the bottom, on the side, and the corners. I always do take the bottom of my bullet journal or my planner and do a reflection of your week. And because usually at the end of the week I'm planning the next week, so I just incorporate that like reflection time in my journal, which I know I'm going to be using my planner. So that's another way to make it like easy and then like fun for you, is to like make it a part of your planner experience. The last tip that I will give you is to, it's a quote from Michael Scott, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Okay, sorry, I'm not calling you stupid, but keep it simple, okay? So bullet journaling, like for me, it seemed so intimidating at first because, you know, all these people do like elaborate designs. Now my bullet journaling setup is one, super fast because I pre-designed the whole thing at the beginning of the year. But even before I was doing that, I would just take 2 to 3 markers and like set up my spread and then use a pen and fill it in from there. And that's truly what I do still, is I have like 2 or 3 markers that I pick each month. And so I have like a couple markers next to me and pens next to me, and I just like keep it simple, and that's how I journal. You can literally just have a journal and a pen and journal. My bullet journals are out. I learned this from a really cute creator. Her name is Cozy K. Anyways, I put my journals on a cookbook stand, so they're just like out and I'm like looking at them. That is super fun for like reminding me to journal every day. So keep it simple, keep it like in reach, keep it somewhere where like you actually will journal. Don't make it like in a hard to reach place. Just like keep it simple. Integrate it into your life as best you can. Okay, sorry, this is kind of a 5th tip. It was supposed to go in with a different one, but I forgot to say it. And the other thing I will say, it's kind of goes along with like finding your style, is like allow your style to change. I love lots of different styles of journaling, and I like to kind of like know and like stick with what I know. However, I also am like allowing myself to do different things. Like I'm kind of trying my hand at junk journaling right now. It's not really my fave, but like, I mean, it took me a while to get into bullet journaling, so maybe I'll get into it more. But anyways, just like allow yourself to like grow and do different things, because we are growing and changing humans as well. That's all I got for you guys in terms of like why we journal and tips to make it easier, but I'll leave you with a few more thoughts, and that's just that I've discovered something really fun, and it's that I'm a writer. I mean, it shouldn't really surprise me or anyone really. I journal so much, which is a form of writing. So I'm really excited and like just like testing out dipping my toes in the belief and the identity that I am a writer. It's really fun to like see me like looking back and being like, oh yeah, it's always been there, and like kind of shifting things into place for me to be able to like write consistently now. Again, it's another form of creativity, so I'm not putting pressure on myself to like be a writer, but I'm excited to kind of bring that into my creative work here. You'll see that coming into play soon. Because of that, something that I've talked about I think on this channel podcast before is that I've been wanting to get into email. I do want to do that, and so I'm taking a little bit of a podcast break, just like a few weeks. I will be back and you'll know about it. And honestly, like, to my podcast listeners, you are my favorite. Thank you for being around. I'm always open to like hearing feedback from you if you are listening. The people that I have gotten feedback from that I've listened to episodes, I'm always just like so touched and flattered and grateful for you guys. So thank you for being here. I'll be back in a few weeks. It's all going to be a part of my pregnancy planner coming out. I'm also just like really stoked about this pregnancy planner. I am having so much fun planning the details and just feeling excited about something that feels so me and yet so much of a way that I can serve other people. And so yeah, get excited for like some of those videos and podcast episodes coming soon, all about the pregnancy planner. And yeah, that's side note why I'm calling it a pregnancy planner, because I believe that your planner should also be a journal. So it's going to be like, it's basically a bullet journal, but it's a planner and journal in one. And oh my gosh, I just ordered samples and man, I'm very, very excited. So that's coming up. But just thank you for listening, and I will be chatting with you guys soon. Stay tuned. And if you're not on my email list, go ahead and make sure you're following me on Instagram at create.with.kristakirky. That's where I'm going to be talking about getting on my email list. I'm going to have some like cool free things to share with you guys, including some of the like digital spreads from my pregnancy planner. So yeah, go ahead and find me there. And also on Instagram, you'll be able to find my links to be able to purchase the pregnancy planner at half price when I pre-sell it, which is pretty amazing and cool. And yeah, I'm super excited. So lots of fun things coming up, and I am grateful for everybody listening, and I will be back with more creative episodes coming at you soon. See you next time, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.